Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Since I last spoke to you about COVID-19, the outlook hasn't gotten much better. Our CDC community level remains at medium. We've been at medium for the last few weeks, which means the same precautions are still important. Get vaccinated, get boosted, wear masks in crowded indoor areas, and remain vigilant. We've continued to see the percentage of people sick with COVID and in need of hospital beds rise. In fact, our rate of hospital bed use for COVID patients remains elevated and is currently at its highest point since it was last February. We often hear frequently nowadays that COVID is no worse than the flu, and that's completely false. COVID claims significantly more lives than the flu, and the continued spread of COVID, along with flu and RSV, is still putting a strain on our healthcare system. We have to be deliberate in our actions to help our hospitals from being overrun. We urge you to voluntarily wear a mask in indoor public places with lots of people around. Keep a mask with you for trains or buses. If you know you're going to be in close contact with someone, consider whether or not they pose a high risk of having complications from COVID. That could be someone who is older, immunocompromised, or has risk factors that could lead to a serious illness if they do contract the virus. Last week, the World Health Organization called the new XBB 1.5 subvariant the most transmissible subvariant that has been detected yet. This subvariant is already close to 40% of the new cases we are seeing. It is clearly a wake-up call for everyone to get the new bivalent booster. It specifically targets the Omicron strain, which prompted our last deadly wave of the virus. In December, we saw 41 COVID-19 deaths in our county and 226 in Maryland. Those are the highest totals we've had since last February, and continue to see more people who remain unvaccinated and unboosted end up in far worse condition than those who are following recommendations from the CDC. The good news is that 63% of our 65 and older population has received their bivalent booster. But the bad news is that only 31% of total county residents have gotten their updated shot. We need to get both those numbers up, but unfortunately we've seen our bivalent booster adoption rate slowed by over fourfold since its peak in September. All of our community partners continue to keep COVID-19 prevention methods at the forefront of community safety. Just this past weekend, 6 clinics were open in places like Clarksburg High School, Shady Grove Middle School, and Montgomery Blair High to serve families in need of COVID vaccines for kids 6 months old and older. The county is also still scheduling appointments, but it's also very easy to reach out to your local doctor or pharmacy to find opportunities that fit your schedule. Next Monday is Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s national holiday. MLK Day is not a holiday to take the day off, but a day on to volunteer, to participate in community service, and to take action to serve and assist our neighbors and those most in need. In Montgomery County, we're not just honoring Dr. King for a day, but an entire week of service from January 16th to the 21st. I encourage everyone to sign up for a service event at the Montgomery County Volunteer Center. 2023 marks the first year we've been able to have in-person events since 2020. However, we're still going to offer a virtual option for service for those who are not able to join us in person. There will also be a free community concert at Strathmore in North Bethesda in honor of the life-changing impact that Reverend King and his tireless work for equality had on our nation. We are asking concertgoers to help others by donating toiletry kits. Suggested items include portable shower caddies for carrying items, bars of soap, toothbrushes, toothpaste, floss, lotion, chapstick, shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, new washcloths, and towels. Interfaith Works will be able to use those donations to help our homeless shelter and those in need. Tickets are free, but we ask that you reserve them ahead of time through the Strathmore so everyone can have a seat. I was fortunate enough as a young adult to attend the 1963 March on Washington and listen to Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech in person. I didn't realize at the time how significant that speech would be, but it certainly affected how I was thinking that day. And I was aware that, his thoughts that he conveyed were really important for how we look at America going forward. Dr. King's impact has now spanned generations. Montgomery County's culture, compassion, and diversity embodies the life, work, and ideals of Dr. King, so please join us in celebrating his legacy next week. We created the buzz online with this announcement in December, and now it's time for county residents to take advantage of free fitness passes through the Department of Recreation for 2023. So far, we've had over 1,000 residents sign up for gym passes. This is up from only 40 during the first week of the year last January. Signing up for a free fitness pass makes it easy for any county resident to work out close to home, near their office, or at any center that is convenient for them. We launched the program last Tuesday and got a strong initial response. We want to remind everyone in the county that they can now start working on those fitness goals they made for New Year's Day at no cost through this program. Aquatic passes remain separate, and pool passes for anyone 10 years and up remain available at all our indoor pools. Department of Recreation is also focused on active Montgomery summer camps because registration for those activities begins on January 17th. These camps fill up quickly. Please check out montgomerycounty.gov/rec, REC, for more information about the camps that we're offering this summer. January is also National Radon Action Month. Our Department of Environmental Protection is alerting the public to discounts available for radon testing kits. Radon is an odorless and invisible gas that contains radiation. It can be released from rocks and soil and water exposed to deteriorating uranium in the soil. When it's trapped inside homes and families are exposed to radon over a long period of time, it can lead to serious health problems, especially for former smokers. The Environmental Protection Agency estimates that radon is responsible for 21,000 lung cancer deaths every year. Testing is recommended when preparing to buy or sell a home and after major renovations are done. The Maryland Department of the Environment has an online application that you can use to order a kit for $3 if you provide your name, email, and address and answer a few questions. You can find the link on our website, montgomerycountymd.gov, through our Radon Awareness page. Please take advantage of this opportunity to learn more about the dangers of radon and to get a low-cost test kit and protect your loved ones. Korean American Day is Friday, January 13th. This year we honor the 120 years since South Korean immigrants first came to America. Montgomery County is grateful for the immense contributions of the Korean community. Earlier this week, I hosted a meeting with community leaders, including Maryland Senator Susan Lee and Consul General Kwan from the Korean Embassy. It comes in anticipation of Lunar New Year celebrated by our Chinese, Korean, and Vietnamese communities. I'm wishing everyone a happy, healthy, and prosperous Lunar New Year ahead of the actual date, Sunday, January 22nd. That's our wrap-up for today, and I hope you have a great week. And we'll be back again next week with more information. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.